Hello and welcome to Man on Football Manager with me, Dan. This is another episode of Save a Career. If you haven't watched the first episode where I tried to save Dele Alli, you can either click the link above or the link in the description below. It's up to you. Today it's Phil Jones's turn. He has recently left Manchester United after 12 years at the club, and I'm going to see if I can revive his career. I personally don't think Phil Jones is a terrible player. He's a solid squad player and he was just unfortunate with injuries. And to be fair, the pressure of playing for a club like Man United probably didn't help him either. He's at an age and a point of his career where I think he needs a run of games. So from my side of this experiment, I am going to be placing him back at Blackburn Rovers. I hope this is a better option than what Football Manager AI will do for him. So now I'm going to fast forward 5 years ahead of the time and we're going to see how he does at Blackburn Rovers. And will he move elsewhere in that time? Who knows? But back in a flash. Well, this was a very short and sweet experiment. Phil Jones is 35 years old and it's June 2027, 5 years in advance, and he's now unemployed as a manager. He's got his National C licence, but we don't care about that, do we, guys? We want to know what he's done in the last 5 years, and let's hope I've done him proud at Blackburn. Well, in his notables, he signed for Blackburn on a free transfer, which I made happen, and in 2026 he was released on a free transfer. So a year ago he was released, and it looks like he never signed for anyone since then. And the fact that there's no notables in terms of trophies means he hasn't done too great. However, has he played? This is the question. So his first season, or actually his last season for Man United, literally nothing, because I think he was injured for most of that year. But his first season back at Blackburn Rovers on a free, he played 18 games, 0 goals, 0 assists, free player of the match awards with a 6.95. He got free player of the match awards, that's good. But he has done nothing since. Did he actually play in them? He played non-league, well, non-competitive, so probably pre-seasons or under 21s, I'm assuming. And he did terrible. Only played 12 games then, 23 then, but no competitive game. And then obviously he was released in 2026. Wow. Okay, I picked wrong. This experiment was terrible. Yeah, I generally thought he would have a run of games at Blackburn. Is the Championship too much for him as well? Maybe he just needs to leave English football. I'm not going to send him to America. You know what? I'm going to do one more go. I'm going to redo this one more time. So now he's not going to be at Blackburn. I'm going to put him in a different club one more time. You will see that club any second now. So here we are, guys. I've completely changed it. He is not in the English football anymore. I've moved him away from English football. He's gone to the other side of the world. He's now gone down under and he's in Australia. I didn't want to take him to America all the time. I don't think he'd get games at Saudi Arabia, which that did cross my mind, by the way. So I thought, where else would an Englishman go? Australia. Get away from English football. I've took him to Sydney. He's joining the likes of Jack Rodwell. And he's took a major pay cut. I think he was earning over 100,000 at Manchester United. He's now only earning 14,000 at Sydney. But they're classing him as a star player. And he's got just under 2 years in his contract here. And I think he could do well. So I'm going to skip now a couple of years until probably he retires again. And let's see how he does in Australia. Catch you in a second. Wait, hold up, this is not the Phil Jones I was expecting. I got excited then, thinking he's gone to the under-21s in Tottenham. He might have moved back to Tottenham, but no, completely different Phil Jones. Hold on 1 second. So here's the man of the moment. He is an assistant manager this time, and he's got his National B licence here. He could also be a coach, but we don't care about this. That's fingers crossed I've done well this time. Has he done well in Australia? So his first season, he played 0... Oh, wait a minute, that doesn't count, folks, don't worry. So his first season for Sydney, he played 18 games, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 player of the match awards, and a 6.89. But he played 18 games. I'm not too fussed. He's playing games. Look, he's played games throughout this whole thing. So his second season, he got more games, 27. He got an assist. He got a Player of the Match award and a 6.86 rating. Following season 2025, he played 22 games and won Player of the Match award with a 6.79 rating. And then his last ever season for Sydney, he played 15 games and a 6.84 average rating. So he's playing games, but not great, but he's played a lot. He's got the run of games I was expecting. So did he win anything though? Oh, I might have won this challenge already. He's won the Australia Cup for Sydney. That's awesome. He was named Sydney FC's best 11 multiple times, might I add, and then retired from playing. I think I've done him proud. He's won one more trophy in his career. Granted, it's in Australia, but still, he's won a trophy. It is time for the Football Manager AI, and let's see what Phil Jones's career would be like under their control. Back in a second. So here we are, June 2027 on the AI side of this experiment, and I love how inconsistent Phil Jones is throughout each experiment here. So each time I've done a different save, he's been something different when he retires. First he was a manager, then he was an assistant manager, now he's a coach for the AI side. So let's see what the AI picked. So obviously in 2022 to 23 he was injured and it was his last ever season at Manchester United. Then he went to the Dutch league. Wow. He went to Alkmaar. Apologies if I have not pronounced that name right. But he joined them on a free. He played 33 games. Wow. No goals but 4 assists. That's incredible. 2 Player of the Match awards and a 6.78. And then his last season, he only played 2 more seasons, interestingly. He played 27 games, 1 goal. 1 goal, 0 assists, 0 Player of the Match awards, and a 6.55. Oh, this is going to be tight, folks. Have they won anything, though? That is the question. No. Okay, he didn't win anything with them. He did play in a stronger league, and he did play a lot in that league. And he even got a goal, quite a few assists, and a couple of Player of the Match awards. I don't know who's won this. I know I won a trophy, but are we going by trophies or the level that he's played at? I don't know. That's up to you. Please let me know in the comments who you think won this battle between me and the AI. I'd be intrigued to know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this little experiment, and I will catch you at the next one.